Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a summer makeup look, but specifically a summer makeup look that's not going to budge, it's not going to melt, it's not going to sweat off, it's going to stay for your entire day, your entire event, whatever you have going on. This is the final result. So if you're curious on how I curated this makeup look, then keep watching. Alright, we're barefaced. I've got my little headband on. We're ready for some makeup. I'm going to toss a little bit of bronzer in my lids. And around my crease, just to darken my eyes up a tiny bit, give them some life, you know. I have blue eyes, so the brown makes a nice contrast, but yeah. I was gonna use fake lashes, but I attempted to use them earlier this morning, and for whatever reason, I couldn't find a match, so we're gonna do just mascara today. I always start with my eyes, so that's why we're going straight in for some eyeshadow. But essentially, I'm just using this to even out my palette. I'm just doing nice circular motions all over my lid. So then from there, I'm gonna go straight on in, curling my lashes. I use Grande Lash, so my lashes have been getting longer, but I've had lash extensions for the longest time, and I decided to finally call it quits, and I've never been happier. I'm not looking back. Maybe for like my wedding day or just a very special event, I might get them back on, but as of right now, I have no plans. I also only ever do one eye at a time. And you probably should do mascara before you do this little bronzer, because I always go back in and clean up my mascara when I'm done. And it always takes off some of the bronzer, so I have to reapply. But I go in first with my Maybelline Sky High mascara, and this one's literally dried up, like there's no product in it. I use this just to define my lashes at the start. So now that I've done that to one side, while that dries, I'm gonna curl the other side. I haven't put on like any of my jewelry yet either, so we're kind of just like, the makeup is the fit right now. All right, while those two layers are drying, I'm gonna put on my secret. This is literally my holy grail. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection. This one is the Extreme, but my personal favorite is the Maximum. The Maximum is in my car right now. I bring it with me everywhere. But this stuff is literally lip injection in a bottle. Like, I'm never gonna get my lips done because of this stuff. You literally don't need it. All you need to do is buy this, and it'll last you. Like, I put this on, my lips will stay plump for probably about like 3 to 4 hours afterwards. So maximum, you need to reapply this like 2-3 times a day, maybe. It's that good. And I swear by that. Like, I will never get lip filler because of that product. It works so good. This is my favorite like no makeup product, because it's like, if your lips are juicy, if your lips are like poppin', you don't need makeup. That's draws all the attention to your face. It's all you need. And I love how many different colors they have of this. My favorite is the clear, the original, but I got this one to try it out, like if I wear like a lip liner, just putting this on top. And this color is so gorgeous for summertime, but for wintertime, the original Maximum one, best color. Now that my lashes are a little bit more defined, I'm gonna go in with another mascara. Now I'm gonna go in with the Lash Paradise Waterproof by L'Oreal, right? I think. Pretty sure this is L'Oreal Paris. And I just put this one on the ends. I don't put it on like the root. I only ever put it on the tip. All right, I did an extra layer on both, and I'm gonna let it dry for a second before going in with my final layer, and then I'm gonna clean up my lid. I know there's a huge debate about using waterproof mascara versus non-waterproof, and let me tell you, I hate taking off waterproof mascara, but waterproof is the only thing that holds that curl. Like, when I curl my lashes like this, if I use regular mascara, it's not gonna hold the curl, so I kind of make the sacrifice of having to scrub it off at the end of the night for that staying power. Also, I did heatless curls last night, and I feel like they turned out really good. The most crucial step. This is the part that's gonna make your makeup look the absolute best. I don't care if you follow anything in this tutorial, but if you're not gonna follow one thing, do not follow this. Does that make sense? Always clean up your mascara afterwards. It makes the biggest difference in your makeup. And that seems like such a self-explanatory thing, but I used to not do this because, number one, I didn't realize like the right technique. I just use micellar water and a little Q-tip, but if you don't have a Q-tip, you probably could get away with a makeup wipe. But regardless, just taking the mascara off your lid so it looks like that you didn't absolutely get it everywhere. And afterwards, I kind of just sit and I play with them for a little bit until I get them to my exact liking. Just gonna reapply a little bit of that bronzer. Moving on, foundation. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow with a brush to try to give me some more full coverage. And then I'm gonna go in with my sponge after I put it on to blend it in. It's probably about as much as I need. Well, even a little bit too much. I'm gonna let it sit on my skin for like 0.5 seconds. And then I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm not dragging it down. I'm trying to just pat it in to get the ultimate coverage. I don't think I'm gonna be using concealer, so I'm just gonna also bring it under my eyes. Bring it into my hairline a bit, but not too much because I just got it dyed. I'm also gonna drag it down my neck a bit. I feel like now we've given ourselves more of an even base to work with. I'm gonna use this little brush to just make sure it's like perfect around my brows. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Rare Beauty bronzing stick. And I'm just gonna put it on like the points where the sun would naturally hit my face. And then that was in the shade Happy Soul, a Rare Beauty bronzer. And then I'm gonna take my e.l.f. contouring brush and just, I'm gonna do it again on this side. So after I go in with that initial brush, then I take a big fluffy brush and I just like actually blend it out. After I have like that map of where I want my product to go. I've kind of stopped wearing concealer because I feel like it makes my makeup look super patchy when I do. Might just be the concealer that I'm using, but so far, it's made my makeup look a lot better without it. So I probably should have done this a lot sooner, like probably the first thing I did. But I'm gonna put on a tiny bit of Benetint to give me a little bit of a rosy glow, you know? I usually put it on like no makeup days, or I put it on my lips, but we're gonna incorporate it into a beat today. I love using a brush, like a nice stipple brush, to put on the Benetint because I feel like that layered look is what we're going for, like the layered blush look, and it works for that. Just now that we've got our base on, looking for my setting spray. I'm gonna do a layer of setting spray. Whew. Cold. The setting spray that I use is the Urban Decay All Nighter. It works. This is probably the best one I've ever tried. I also love the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I ran out of that one and I wanted to use this one as my backup. And it's like they both work really good. It just depends on the look you're going for. I think the Charlotte Tilbury one's better for like this kind of makeup look, like an airbrush, bronzy, summer kind of look. And then this one is better for like a wintertime matte look, but obviously that didn't happen. After this dries into my face, I'm gonna go in with my One Size translucent powder. Even on a bronzy, glowy makeup look, you still wanna pack it in with a powder because otherwise it's not gonna stay. It's just gonna melt off your face, especially in summertime and you're sweating and there's heat and yeah, no. Just gonna go straight on in with my powder, and I'm not gonna be shy with it. I'm gonna go in and just absolutely pack the shit out of my face. I think that's the biggest tip, is that like a lot of girls I see doing makeup tutorials or like just doing their makeup, right? They're scared to use too much, so they use not enough, which makes their makeup not last. And then it's like, why is my makeup not lasting? You have to build your products up if you want them to last. So you can still have a glowy makeup look while using multiple products. Like, don't be afraid to cake your face, essentially. Tea break. So now I'm gonna go back in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and I'm just gonna go on kind of the areas that I applied my blush. So I'm gonna put it like just right below, just so that it kind of layers on top of the oval. Kind of gives me a little bit of definition. Okay. Now I'm gonna put on a tiny bit of blush. I'm not a huge blush fan. I honestly don't wear it that often, but that's kind of part of the summer makeup look. Is like, oh, I'm sun-kissed. I've just been out in the sun. Oh my god. So, all right. And then I'm gonna take this palette's very sentimental to me because my sister got it for me. So I'm gonna take my little highlight palette and I'm gonna use my favorite shade, this little champagne-y shade. Just gonna brush my cheekbones with it. I kind of do 2016 highlighter. I'm a highlighter girl through and through. You can pry highlighter from my cold, dead hands when I die. Like, I will wear this forever. I really will. I don't really have like a set brush that I use for highlight either. I kind of just use small eyeshadow brushes depending on like where I'm putting it. I do put it like in all the usual spots. So like my eyes, under my brow, my nose. Pretty sure that's it. Am I forgetting a step? So essentially that's it for my summer makeup tutorial. I have some heatless curls in right now, so that really totally completes the look. But let me know what you guys thought. Love you guys.